Good morning, everybody. This is Morten from Inkish. I have the pleasure of talking to my good friend Jordi from KAMA today. And it is a little extra thing today because a few days ago we were supposed to have our pre-Drupa from live from Casablanca in Morocco, where we were also filming a KAMA customer. But I tell you guys that it was like in the middle of nowhere, poof, internet, and I think it was in the entire hotel that was just off. Though I had mobile plans and everything prepared for those kind of incidents, that was apparently not enough. But Jordi, this is almost live. This time you are in Barcelona and I'm back in Denmark. So welcome and great to see you. So how are you?
So I'm doing well. So great to see you, Morten. And I really expect that internet is not falling down. But yeah, so it's sometimes it happens as well here. So but yeah, but all good. Yeah.
Great. I think that you wrote me a message, and I don't hope you mind me quoting it, but you wrote me a message some weeks ago, I think, where we were talking about how busy we were, both of us, and you said that the only thing was that you had a kind of a feeling of emptiness, and I was so happy when you wrote it because I was actually trying to look for words because when you are traveling a lot in different time zones and very busy preparing something, that is it's not a negative word. It's actually very describing word. Are you still feeling empty, or are you being filled up again?
So I'm trying to fill up my batteries again, but so it's true, and I don't have any problem that you talk about this thing that or this talk that we had about feeling empty. It's about giving everything that you have. So, and this is what we are doing. So it's not only me. I will say all of us preparing Drupa, but talking specifically about KAMA. So we are just giving all what we can give. We are working the extra mile to be ready and to have a fantastic experience. As you know, and this is something that I told you, for us, Drupa is a huge milestone. Set up, let's say, the future of the company.
We're going to talk, of course, about Drupa in a few seconds. I just want to briefly talk about something else, and that is, I don't know if it's because we are working together or it is actually the situation. But when I visit companies today and I visit people in the industry, it seems that KAMA has got higher on the radar and more people are aware of the KAMA products. And not just because of your work, but because everybody at KAMA go that extra mile. Is that also what you experience? I mean, it seems that you get more sales right now. It seems also that people are starting to realize that in a digital context, machines developed that has very fast setup time and turnaround time, like both the ProCut76 and the FF52, seems to be very aligned in the market. But maybe the first question first, do you also experience a larger interest for KAMA now?
So yeah, so yes, what can I say? So of course, I'm working like hell. Not only me. I mean all the companies. So we are really doing a big effort, and we see the results, which is also always good. So if you do something and then you see results, and to have the results for sure, it's about how we communicate, what we communicate, and the channels that we of this. So this combo of things, I think that we made a good selection. We are working on companies. One of these companies is you, of course, and I think that we made a good choice of companions for this travel. And now we are seeing the results. We are moving some discussions which maybe a few months ago were a little bit tough, and now we are having beautiful discussions with the same customers. We're presenting a beautiful future with new solutions, smarter solutions for a smarter business. And this is what we really think it was the market, the industry waiting. As you know, and this is something that we discussed several times. KAMA, at KAMA, we have a unique space in the industry, and most likely what was missing was how to communicate that to the market. And this is what we are now. This is the gap that we are filling.
Talking about I mean, talking about the things, and we of course talking about Drupa because it's just like 5-6 weeks ahead of us right now. Um, one of the booth. I mean, of course, you have a booth at Drupa, but you are also present at Fujifilm's booth, and Fujifilm is, I guess, that everybody who just follows a little bit in the industry can see that Fujifilm seems to be one of the companies that are really investing in the market, stepping up in products and technology and people, things like that. How is it for you guys to be working together? I know that you know a lot of people there, but besides that, how does the technology fit with each other?
So Fuji, we already had the experience of partnering with Fuji during the last Interpack, and it was a fantastic experience. So Fuji, what can I say about Fuji that they don't know? It's a fantastic company. They have fantastic people, great products, and a very sharp view of what they want. Partnering with them for us is first, it's an honor having our machine at the combine what we can do with all what they do is a fantastic opportunity for us and for them. So I will say mainly for us because we are the small fish here. So we are swimming next to the big shark, and but it's great. So the combination is very good because it's not only about the inkjet products; it's also about the toner products. So we can have our products, our machines working in combination with more oriented commercial products that food producing, oriented folding carton products. But Fuji is one partner, of course. We have more than one partner. At Drupa, we are going to be with them. But this is not. This is, I would say, this is the beginning of a very nice love story. At least this is what I expect to have with.
And I can't help think about it because when we talk about, for example, the ProCut, which is a B2 machine. I mean, if you look at the Fujifilm, they have the 750, they have the 720, they have the 790, and now they have the Revoria GC11250 as well. I mean, it seems that I mean, are you sharing the R&D here, Jordi? I'm just thinking it seems that it is very aligned with the formats, and also if you look at the Revoria, the speed is. I mean, here you have a printer that is actually slower than the FF52 and the ProCut, but still it seems like very aligned because you have all the advantages of fast changeovers and for people that going into digital packaging and in that sense, it seems really like a great
The
combo, right?
match is simply perfect. So, but is not also not only the technical specs which are very well aligned, is about the same orientation that we have. So we want to achieve. We have similar goals, of course, taking understanding the difference between the two companies. But what we want to offer is pretty much the same. So we're trying to offer unique, innovative solutions to help customers to find the best way to do what they want for efficiency.
And talking about customers, and I promise you, we will have time to talk about Drupa as well. But I'm a little bit curious because you are also very active in meeting the customers. Just a few weeks ago, you were in Indianapolis, and you actually had two events in the same week. You had both the D Scoop with HP, and then you had a customer event with your distributor in the US. Let's start with the last. How was that?
So this scoop is always a nice opportunity to meet many people and to get engaged with the local industry with this scoop. So it's a very well-known event. It was good, so we had very good output from this scoop. But our own event was really, it was really nice because our distributor in the US is also located in Indianapolis, so the same city where this scoop took place.
Convenient,
It
right?
was extremely convenient. So I think that it was some type of alignment as well. I don't know, but it was perfect timing and
So,
place.
so Jordi, what you say is you're not just aligned with Fujifilm, but you're also making the decisions about D-Scoop where they are placing their events. Is that how it is?
Yeah. But see, we had at Absolute. This is the name of our distributor in the US. We had an easy event. people, customers, friends coming at any moment, passing by, having nice talks next to the machines. It was very, very casual, very well aligned with the style of our partner in the US. And I can tell you that we had customers being really surprised about all what we can do, because we had in the same place all our products together. And this is something that even
Nice.
in Germany, in our company, sometimes you cannot see all the products together. And for them coming and to see all what we showcased there, it was like, wow, it was really, really good.
Mm. At your event in Indianapolis with your partner, distributor and partner, you also had Ben from Studio on Fire there, right?
No, he was not there.
Okay, but he will be at
He will
Drupa,
be a
right?
trooper. So we have the Studio on Fire. So each customer is always a good customer, but having someone like Studio on Fire is really impressive, because all what they do is amazing. I really like how they approach the market. I really like how they do things, and how they do business. And when we met for the first time, we had very quickly a very good understanding of what we want to do and what we can achieve together. And
Mm.
very quickly, I said, "Ben, you must be with us in Drupa." Of course, he's trying to organize his agenda, but yeah. So
Of
definitely, he
course.
wants
Yeah,
to
yeah.
support us, and he wants to be much more
Mm.
engaged with KAMA.
Mm. The reason why I mentioned this is because at Drupa you have a very nice booth where you have the ProCut76 where you can show how it works. Are you having other equipment on your booth? I can't remember.
Yeah, we will have the Flexful 52 fully equipped
Okay.
with
So you
braille.
can basically see die cutting, hot stamping, and folding, and basically also show that the FF52 that the very fast setup time because of your smart engineering is not just something you say,
No,
but
no, no.
something you can prove by seeing, right?
So we are going to do our own production with the ProCut76. But as we said before, we also have a ProCut76 with Fuji. And then
Hmm.
with the Flexful 52, we're going to do the box making for our own products, for the jobs coming from Fuji, and also jobs coming
Hmm.
from other partners like HP. We are going
Okay.
to have the Flexful running all day long with multiple
Hmm.
jobs. And I think I'm not 100% sure, but I will say it's the first time that we show the Flexful fully equipped with all the different options that we can bring to the market. And yeah, it's going to be quite impressive to see the full inspection, the auto braille, and the quick change.
Mm. And for people that are into the box making, I think that you should come by your booth by all means, because first of all you can see the production lines as you just spoke about, but I also think that when you see the blanking and stripping unit, which is really unique to how you do things on the ProCut, you will see something that you have never seen before, right? Because it is the way you do things and how you actually can do that, stripping and blanking without extra tools, and also how you can do that with no nits in the corners and the cuts of the thing is making something that is pretty unique. When I mentioned Ben before, Jordi, is because I think that one of the things that is always interesting when you look at technology, as you also mentioned yourself, is of how do customers utilize the technology. We had the pleasure that we were in Casablanca, just came home yesterday, and we've been with Ben, seeing we were with with Eurographics and Stettin just a couple of weeks ago. And when you ever you go and see your technology, it is striking how productive it is when you see how small the footprint is on the machine and the technology. And I guess that you can say that reverse size matters, right? Because basically you have something that doesn't take a lot of footprint and at the same time is very productive when you produce these technologies. And are you still, because I know that we spoke about that also the at your booth, will there be this computer animation of something with the robots that you were talking about also? Because you experienced something quite interesting about robots in combination with your technology, right? And that was basically maybe a great takeaway. Maybe you can just share that with me.
So I will share this and a little bit more. So let me put all of this in the same package. So at KAMA, as you were saying, so our focus is always to find different ways of helping customers, finding ways to reduce complexity in many things by needing less skills from the operators or less tools or whatever. So this is what defines KAMA. But this year, and this is also something we mentioned, this year is our 130 years anniversary. We have these two big milestones in 2024. One is our anniversary, which we are going to celebrate by the end of to have an open house in Dresden showing many new innovations into the market. But of course, we also have Drupa, which, as I said before, is going to define the future of the company. And this is the first step to introduce the new roadmap of products that we. So we have been working very hard trying to find some additional pieces to combine or to be combined to what we are already offering. So of course, we do die cutting, we do embellishment, conventional embellishment, we do all this box making with the FlexFold. But what is missing, what the customers, what the market is still asking for? We have seen that automation, reducing the need of having operators around the full workflow, it's a must, especially in business like pharma. This is something that it's becoming very trendy. Everybody is asking for that, and we are going to show at Drupal for the first time ever, at least first time for KAMA, a solution where we can automate the full workflow from the printing machine, from the stacker, from the printing machine to the delivery of the box making, from the delivery of the folder and glue. All of this with robots, including the change of the tooling, the die cutter, without any operator. Wow. So this is just to do die cutting, stripping and blanking, and box making without any embellishment.
So that basically means that, because we spoke about at some point that if you have a very fast folding glue, basically you need a lot of staff on it, right? And right now the situation is that it's difficult to get staff. So by robotizing and the entire process, basically it's not so much about speed anymore. Now it's more about the productivity and the total cost of ownership and the ROIs and the OEs, all the short sayings that we have about things that are important. So with this solution, KAMA basically address the needs that converters have in order to be as productive as possible. That is what I hear.
It's productivity and efficiency, because especially in the pharma business, if you can avoid any human mistake and you can keep producing. So if you know what is not delivered, but you can retrofit even the printing machine just to be sure that you deliver 10,000 boxes with all these numbers already sorted in the right manner. This is what the industry is looking for. This is the concept that we're going to bring.
Fantastic. Another thing that I know that you will talk about, but you will not still yet show, is this animal, the new animal. I couldn't say on the in Savannah because it's actually in the water. So it is a Hammerhead, right? So that is a new digital embellishment machine that you are bringing to the market. Jordi, isn't there enough embellishment machines in the market in digital space?
Yeah, there are many digital embellishment machines in the market. Yeah, but the Hammerhead, the KAMA Hammerhead, is going to be one of a kind. So and with the Hammerhead, we just follow the same strategy that we always follow. So what the market is looking for, what the market is still not having, and how we can bring our way of doing things to this segment. We are aiming to have, and this is some news that I'm sharing first time. So we're going to have a machine running at very high speed. something that is not very common in the market. We are going to be above.
Mm-hmm. So a digital machine that is high speed.
High speed at 5,000 sheets per hour embellishment.
And up to B1 basically, right?
We can do with the same machine, with the same hammerhead, we can do B2 and B1, 29, depending on the feeder and the stacker. So we can add some extensions to larger sheets. And with the same machine,
and up to 5,000 sheets per hour, and that I guess that depends a little bit on the complexity and if you want to have foil or varnish, right?
But with so if we so let me go step by step. So high speed, this is what makes the hammerhead a little bit different from many, not from all the markets, all the industry. We can do digital UV spot varnish, and we can do digital foiling, of course. But we have a very advanced foil saving system. Our aim is to reduce as much as possible the changeover time and to reduce the cost of production. How we do this? So we reduce the changeover time by having a unique solution, which I cannot really unveil everything now because I want to keep some surprises to the moment that we introduce the machine to the market. But we really expect to have something which is a game changer in which will help the customers to change from one job to the next one, or from one application to the next application in a matter of 3-4 minutes. It's very related to the consumables and how we consume. But we also have a very advanced foil saving system. So we can reduce a lot the waste, the foil. And this is something that many others, they don't have. And the idea is to reduce as much as possible, as I said, the preparation of the job, and then to reduce as much as possible the cost of the production. And to reduce the cost of the production, we are also partnering, because Morten, at KAMA, we don't know many things about it. So we are partnering with companies who knows everything. We know very well how to build platform. We know how to move paper. We know how to keep things in register. We know how to apply foil, how to move the foil back and forth. But in regards to inkjet, we are partnering with someone who is bringing all this piece of knowledge that we don't have, and combining the strength of these two companies, we have a unique solution in the market which is difficult to beat.
When you decide to talk about it, but still not showing it, I guess that is still because it needs to have further development before it's entirely finished. I guess that is now because you're getting closer to that. You can see the end of the light of the tunnel where you know it will be shipping. Is there like a shipping date yet, or is that still undisclosed? Or
so the reason,
or expected at least.
But see and I'm telling you now very openly and very clear, the machine, the hammerhead, is not going to be a drupa. The reason is not because we are not ready. The reason is because we don't have space.
Okay, fair enough. You can put it in the hallway, Jordi, so you can just extend it. I'm sure Sabine Gelderman would like that.
But see, it's a new product. So we are going to have in 2024 the first field test. And what are the real chances that I have to sell many of these machines in 2024 or even in 2025? I will sell some of these machines for sure, but I'm sure that I can sell more FlexFold today at the moment. And because of lack of space, I had to choose what to show. An existing business that can bring me a lot of revenues, or a new development that it's fantastic. It's going to change the industry somehow. But I want, and this is what I want to announce you, is by the end of 2024, once we are going to have this celebration of 130 years of KAMA in the industry, we are going to have a beautiful open house where we are going to show to the market for the first time the KAMA hammer.
Wow. I think a lot of people will look forward to that and also be excited to see. And And I guess that bridging there's always, like in digital and analog, is always like bridging the speed, also bridging the operational cost, and if you can reduce the foil waste, if you can have high speed applications on this, seems like a machine that can also be very interesting for people that are working with analog equipment today, because it has a speed that is quite close to what you do in analog, right? So fantastic. Jordi, very last question here, because we are running a little bit out of time. At Drupa, it's hole 1, right?
Hole 1, B51. This is my mantra, B51. So I'm repeating that all day long. Yeah. Hole 1, B51.
Yeah. B51, yeah. And basically a nice layouted booth where you have both meeting facility and live demos during the entire show. I mean, you talked about being empty before. I did actually, right? Do you think that on June the 7th we will feel the same, or will it just be shorter versions of Jordi? Or
I would love to feel empty of energy, but with my pockets full of new deals and new contracts. So I expect to be empty of energy, but with plenty of new contracts.
I mean, Drupa expects 200,000 people, so if you sell 200,000 machines, I guess you would be very happy, right?
Yeah, sure. No question. No question.
And I think your colleagues in Dresden, they would be like, Jordi, what did you do here? We have several years of production now, right? So, but
this is the challenge.
I mean,
this is the challenge.
That's the challenge, yeah. It was, as always, great talking to you, and I'm sure we will meet each other at Drupa, of course. You are one of our silver partners, so we will also show some of the live productions from your booth and talk to exciting people at your booth. And we will also, at the end of next week or the beginning of the following week, also show a story about Studio on Fire. We already have a walkthrough on English about the ProCut76, which I think is super nice to get an impression of what the machine is capable of doing. So if you want to know more, reach out to Jordi or KAMA, and also if you want to see more, just search for KAMA English and you will get a lot of information. Thank you, Jordi, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you. Bye.